So we'll go ahead and get started with our meeting. Are there any conflicts of interest with the agenda that we have before us this evening?
Nope.
Hearing none, we'll have an approval of the agenda.
I make a motion, we approve the agenda.
Motion by Brett, and seconded by Blair. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
And approval of the minutes for September 9th, 2025 and September 16th, 2025. Do we have any questions or comments about the minutes?
I'll make a motion, we approve them minutes.
All right.
I'll second.
Motion by Wes and seconded by Bo. Any comments, questions? All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we have a couple of presentations, and this is our favorite one. We've had a little break ever since the school let out last year, and now we're going to start with recognizing our young people. So as mayor, let's see. Hold on a minute here. Okay. As mayor, I want to recognize our outstanding elementary and intermediate school students who have been chosen by their peers and by their teachers and principal as examples of good citizenship. You are showing kindness, respect, responsibility, and leadership in your schools and now in your community. Your positive actions make Tremont a better place for everyone. Thank you for setting such a strong example for your classmates and for all of us. So with that, we'll go ahead and make these recognitions, and we'll just ask you to come up. And as you come up, what we want you to do is we want you to stay up here, and we're going to get a picture. So come up and just come stand in front of the council right here, and we'll get your picture.
And principals, if you'll come up,
Oh, yes.
or representatives.
Paul and, let's see,
Christie's out in the hall.
Yeah.
Christy and Heather, are you here?
I seen Christy out there.
Christie out there.
Christy?
There she is.
Thank you. All right, so like I said, we'll just have you come up here and stand by your principals, and we'll go from there. Brendan Wolf. Corbin Miller. Emmy Anderson. Opal Cabal? Cable? Is it? Okay. Alejandro Solca Luyu. Congratulations. Jane Brixey. Lincoln Black. Lincoln. Okay, well. Samuel Coburn. Sebastian Chavez. There you go. Briar Hartley. Laurel Munns. Maya Young. Ethan Jacob. and Ruthie Ritter. Okay, we'll make sure that these students get their awards. And they also received a $10 gift card to the sweet shop. So,
Ooh, if anybody wants any help, go at the sweet shop, just call me. I'll show you which ice creams are the best.
City students. We get all of you. I'm gonna have a picture, and you're all welcome to come up and grab one too.
Yep.
Maybe Brayden will get one. Oh, Brayden's gonna. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he's checking. I see font swap. The changes are.
Mayor Bott, did you ever get one of them awards as a
Me?
kid?
I
Yeah.
can't even get one right now.
Yeah. Me neither. Turned out pretty good.
thank you.
Connie's the one that run with it, but. You know you're gonna have to give them a minute to get out, Mayor, before you start your next one.
Yeah, I think we will. So they're gonna continue their council meetings.
They got some hot.
Principal, tell your principal thank you. And copy that next. Oh,
Brett?
I was waving by that one kid.
Oh. They got the award in the bus, yeah.
oh, that was good.
Um, Back in August, just before the county fair, our community suffered with the devastating loss of two of our officers, two officers in the Tremont and Garland Police Department. This set in motion some really hard times for our community. It was very difficult. The families suffered greatly. The community suffered, but it also brought us together. And one of the important parts of all of this was the getting information out to the public and out to people that needed to know, whether it was the news or whether it was just our community or whatever the situation was. It was important for us to get that information out. And so tonight, it's my great pleasure to recognize some individuals who had a lot to do with making all of this possible. So what I'm going to do, if it's okay, I'm going to come around and over there, and we'll get started. Okay, if I could have Crystal Beck You here? These individuals had a lot to do with what we call a PIO, the person that is going to be getting the information out to the public, out to the news media, and making sure that the information is correct and timely. So with that, I'm going to, let's start with Crystal. This certificate is presented to Brigham City Detective Crystal Beck in recognition of her support of Tremont City and the Tremont and Garland Police Department during multiple critical incidents that happened in our community this year. Tremont City recognizes and shows its gratitude to Detective Beck for her competence and expertise in her profession. So with that, we have this certificate we want to give to you, Crystal.
Thank you.
And with much appreciation for the time and effort and all you do, helping us and guiding us through some really hard times. So, thank you. This other award is going to Cami Sabin. This certificate is presented to Cami. She is the Brigham City PIO, which is the Public Information Officer. Cami, in recognition of her support of Tremont City and the Tremont and Garland Police Department during the recent major critical incident that happened in our community. Our community is grateful for your service. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And much thanks to Crystal and Cami. It was hard on everybody. The whole community reeled from the events that took place, and it was with their efforts and whatnot that made it so that we could get the information and do things in the correct way. And so we're grateful for that. Finally, we have one more award, a special award to one of our own. The Utah PIO Association with the state of Utah recognizes the Tremont and Garland Fallen Officers PIO team led by Zach Lefevre with the Crisis Communication Leadership Award. So with that, we want to have Zach come up and
Pretend like you like him, Zach.
And we want to give you this honorarium. Thank you. For a great job. Thank you so much.
Who knows how many hours he put in that those
A whole bunch.
Maybe a publicly thank Brigham City for all their help on all that, the whole.
Yeah, no doubt. Brigham City was a great partner. When we were going through all of this, many of our officers were traumatized by what had happened. These were their co-workers, their good friends, and it was hard on everybody. Mayor Bott authorized that many of the police officers came and helped during the time when our officers needed time to recover and to deal with the traumatizing effect of everything that took place. Mayor Bott and many of the other local communities. You want to take a moment? Yeah.
Mayor Holmgren, you're right, and by extension, our ability to help in the situation was facilitated by lots of other departments who volunteered from as far away as St. George, coming up and backfilling. Brigham City, there was that weekend of the funerals where Brigham City and the county was being covered by other municipalities. And if it's okay with you, I'd like to extend a thank you in your behalf. Me and my police chief are going to be going down to, I think, Draper, and there's 2 or 3 other communities to offer our thanks to them in their city council meetings. And if it's okay, I'd like permission to represent Tremont as well in that thank you.
Absolutely.
If that's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your friendship between our communities. Yeah, there were many communities, even out of state, many departments, even out of state, that came and helped with this, and so we're really grateful. And it is a team effort it was a team effort from everybody, so we appreciate that very much. Okay, next on our agenda is our public comment period. This is an opportunity to address the city council regarding your concerns or ideas that are relevant and germane to the municipal business for this evening. Please keep your comments to 3 minutes or less, and the time is now yours.
I'm Marianne Matney Valenta, and I'm going to talk just a little bit about this bump out idea that's proposed for Main Street. It's interesting right now on social media, everybody's thinking that you're going to be building roundabouts in Tremont. I've been all day saying, no, I don't like them, but they're bump outs. So anyway, I have a home in Tremont, I have a home in Texas. In Texas, the town next to me has bump outs. This is what I think about them. When you have bump outs, you lose your right-hand turn lanes. We don't have a designated right-hand turn lane, but we all pull to the right as we turn right. When you have those bump outs, you turn from the through traffic lane, which slows everybody down behind you, and it's a sharp turn when you do make the turn. So you even have to make it a little bit slower. So it's just slowing all the traffic, through traffic, down, and that, I know that. All of the inside corners of bump outs gather debris. That's just what happens because there's corners all through all of these bump outs. And so there's a lot of debris collected. And of course, snow plows and street sweepers are impacted by bump outs. Last week at your meeting at the fairgrounds, someone on your committee told me that if we don't have bump outs, we can't have trees and flowers. And I said, well, because maybe everyone doesn't know here, but the bump outs are extensions of concrete from our sidewalk out into our main highway and to our main street, so we can put our tree out there, or our flower, or our light post. I don't know what all you propose to put out there. But anyway, I didn't agree with her. I said, we have lived, trees, light poles, and flowers have coexisted on our main street for many, many years. Strollers can go down our main street. People can walk on Main Street holding hands. Wheelchairs can go down Main Street. Yeah, we do have narrow sidewalks. We do have a narrow street, but we get along just fine. It's not like our Main Street is overrun with people all the time so we can walk down there. I don't think that we need to give up that. I also was told at the fairground meeting by your committee that it was on your committee that told me this, some of the committees that were out there, that we will lose a minimum of 11 parking places on Main Street. Lose our parking places. We are always here trying to get more parking for our merchants and for Main Street, and we're giving up 11 parking places? I just don't even know why we're talking about that. I think it would be great if we had wider streets and wider sidewalks, but we don't. We have to maximize what we have, and bump outs take away too much of our main street. And because I live by that, I do maybe have a little bit of credibility. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Mary Ann.
Okay, I tried to pass this off to anyone else. I feel like maybe someone has asked these questions, but I did
Can you
not.
give us your name?
Oh, Casey Wolfley.
Casey?
Casey Wolfley. Yes.
How do you spell that last name?
Wolfley. So I was not able to attend the Main Street dinner meeting. We had a death in the family, and I had planned to be there, but I have been trying to find the information on it. I've seen that there were pictures. I believe they cost a bit of money. I can't find anything, any information. I hear what people are concerned about, and from the things I'm hearing, it sounds like it will shut my business down. If we can't use the alleys and receive furniture, how do we sell furniture? But what I'm here to ask is, I'm hoping that we can, once we see more of the information and details, we can organize some thoughts. If I went through the questions on my phone, I literally could hand it down the line, and we could all take 3 minutes and go through, like, probably an hour. Sorry, I really wasn't expecting to get up here, but I'm hoping that maybe we could have a meeting with the business owners and mayor and city council to go over some of these details without it being interrupting other things going on, without, and to get some answers, kind of what are the thoughts behind this, because I can't find any. The other thing is where can we find that information, and what's the timeline? Like, I've been looking. I found all kinds of things on the city website that I didn't expect to find there, but nothing about this. So that's really, and I believe I have quite a bit of support from other business owners saying, we need to talk about this. Like, we want to see what's going on, and can you tell me what the timeline is? What are we looking at?
Right.
Like, how fast do we need to move to try to stop this or make changes or have input?
Well, right now, this is all conceptual, so these ideas are not set in stone until the council basically makes a decision. So I think it's a great idea for, let's have a conversation.
That'd be
And let's
great.
talk about
We want it.
works best for our merchants and what works best for the downtown area.
That'd be great.
Maybe we can kind of share a little more in depth of the plan and everything.
That would
So
be really good. That would be really helpful, because
Okay.
I just can't find anything, and I wasn't able to be there.
will you get a hold of Jeff? Will you get a hold of Jeff and get some information, give your information to him so we can reach out to you?
Okay, and then I believe we're going to try to put together
Yeah.
a group of
Absolutely.
business owners and try to get something productive figured out, so it's not all across Facebook and different places, that we can
love to
get
do
some
that.
real answers and a plan that would be useful.
Get with Jeff and we'll
Okay.
get that information.
Okay, thank you.
Jeff, do we have that plan on the website, anywhere? Okay.
I bet you we can get it on there.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for those 2 comments. We appreciate that very much, Mary Ann, and that really does help. I mean, what we have at this point is a concept, and that concept won't be set in stone until, like I mentioned, until the council makes that decision. So, okay, very good. Thank you. New council business, discussion and consideration of approving resolution number 25-51, appointing Orla, Oria Birmingham to serve on the library board. Is she here tonight?
No, I don't see her.
So, council,
I'll make a motion that we approve 25-51, putting her on the library board.
Second.
okay, motion by Wes and seconded by Blair. Let's see, over here, we'll start with you, Brandon.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Blair, yes.
Brett, yes?
Wes, yes.
Okay, very good. We only have two items on the new council business for this evening. The other one is the discussion and consideration of approving ordinance number 25-19, rezoning parcel 050680075, located at approximately 900 west and 1200 south, from residential district R110 to multiple residential district RM8. Jeff?
Let's see, was that from 110 to 18? Okay, gotcha.
RM8.
Okay.
This is a Oklahoma-shaped parcel that's right on the north side of Rocket Road. And because of the geometry of it, really only the eastern half is gonna be developed because of the traffic implications at the intersection. So this is Rocket Road and Iowa String right there. And so the landowner asked for a rezone in order to build three plexes, just some small sized townhomes. They'll have primary access off of Rocket Road. And so he just asked for the rezoning because, I mean, I think the parcel's about 1.5 acres, and realistically with the setbacks and everything, he'll only be able to design or build out on a little bit more west. A little bit more, there it is, so right there. And
Does the house that's on it stay?
there isn't a house on it right now, so if you go a little bit more west, Cynthia,
Where it says Rocket
right
Road,
there,
above that.
it's that parcel. And so he doesn't have frontage enough to connect to the cul-de-sac, so.
That one's a fourplex right there, right?
I'm
Right
not-
below it?
So there's the apartment complex that's just a little east. And so we're matching the zoning that allowed for those small apartments there. But really from about where that tree is along Rocket Road to back to the east is really about all that's developable due to site triangles and setbacks. So he asked for just a little bit more density, wanted to build something that's a little bit more affordable.
And you said it'll be three?
Three plexes, so 9 units total, which is all the density would allow him based on the acre size and based on the parcel size and the units per acre allowed by the RM8.
So Jeff, he'll have access from Rocket Road and 1,000 West?
Oh, just on Rocket Road.
Why won't we have one going out the other way?
It'd be too close to the Rocket Road
Turn.
intersection to have another exit. So it'll really just be clustered all the way over on the east side because setbacks really wouldn't allow for anything to be developed on the west half of the parcel.
So it'd be over kind of by where it says the second Rocket,
Yeah,
that's where the entrance would be.
that's where the entrance would be. And honestly, from where that tree is probably the back of it. So he'll end up probably having a small storm drain basin that's private and some landscaping there. But with the site triangles and how much fun that intersection is already, we wanted to work with him on getting development over onto the side where it's a
Is
little
it
bit
gonna be a
safer.
private? We're not gonna have to push the snow there, right?
No, it'll be private. But he'll end up probably building the site up and discharging it. I'm hoping it's not too deep either with how much room there is over there. I'm hoping it stays pretty shallow.
The west side will be the detention or retention basin.
He can't use that cul-de-sac on the.
No, he doesn't have enough frontage to access it and for a full drive aisle. And so we'll probably have some kind of pedestrian connectivity over to the cul-de-sac.
That would be good.
But he won't have, there's not enough width there to get a drive aisle in without impacting the homeowner there on the south of the cul-de-sac.
That property is actually really small.
It is.
Trying
So
to figure out how you get three plex.
it's gonna be tight.
Have you seen the
One other thing,
I've seen some hand sketches, but I'm not sure they're gonna it still makes me question if they're gonna pan out that many, but 9's the maximum he could get with this zoning and the acre and the parcel size.
So Jeff, are they gonna put curb and gutter along Rocket Road? Back to the corner there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably
Curb,
just-
gutter, and sidewalk,
Probably just, not all the way to the other road,
No.
but just to that other property.
just to his
right?
property line probably, right?
So, or we'll look at doing a fee in lieu because, if,
No, I wouldn't, that's gonna be,
Ooh, don't
or
do it.
we're gonna end up the same thing as we are on the mountain.
yeah.
Someday they're gonna want curb and sidewalk all the way down Rocket Road, and
No, I was meaning just on the little section for 1,000 West that he owns the frontage on. We may have him do the improvements to the intersection, but where that's gonna widen out in the future, we may look at not having curb and gutter and sidewalk loop all the way to the north property line from the intersection.
but when it comes time, he pays for it.
Jeff, can I ask you, I'd like to ask you a question. On this property, how do we make sure that, number one, a quality product's going in there? You know, it looks nice and
Yeah.
good standards, and that they're not going so small that it's just not good to put in there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how do we do that?
We have some architectural standards for multifamily housing, which we can look to, work with him on, and, that I think we'd really focus on making sure any products that are facing Rocket Road may have some architectural standards. But those are things we can easily bring up with this rezone, because now instead of trying to squeeze 3 houses onto this property, which is what it would have kind of worked, but they wouldn't have been able to use the cul-de-sac, so you'd have 3 driveway entrances stacked there, that we can say, okay, we've let you put in the product type you were wanting, but we want you to build it and make it look nicer. So those are things that I can communicate back to the developer and see. The one struggle is that with the state has started limiting where we can have architectural enforcement as a city, but multifamily, to my understanding, isn't one of them yet. But single family is one of those that we can't have architectural standards on because the state doesn't permit it anymore, unless it's part of a PUD.
I just like it, when I go through some of the cities and I see some of these multi-housing, some of their architectural designs are really nice. They're good-looking buildings, and so I just like to see us have that standard throughout our city as well.
So, you know, with the density and everything, there, that west part, that, you know, with the retention pond, there will be area for open space and, you know, it'll be groomed and it'll be
Yeah, and
nice.
the HOA will manage it, the pond and everything else with it, so. My hope is that we can work on not having the whole west side be the detention basin, but with just how the site grading is gonna work out, it's where the stormwater will be directed.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? All right, then. Council, let's see, Bo, start with you.
Yeah, Bo, yes.
9.
Pardon me?
No, we don't get a motion yet, did we?
No, we haven't got a motion yet.
Bud made a
Oh,
motion.
yeah, we need a motion.
Go ahead,
Want to
Mayor.
vote anyway?
I'll
Want to make
make,
the motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance 2519, rezoning parcel from R110 to RM8.
A motion by Bo. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Brandon. Bo?
Oh, yes.
Blair, yes.
I think this is a good place to put that, Brett, yes.
Wes, yes.
Brandon, yes.
Okay, motion passes. That concludes our new council business.
Got one thing real quick. How come we've went from, resident, or never mind. I was resolution and ordinance, why our numbers was so far apart.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, thank you.
Gotta think a little.
Let's see, item 9, consent agenda. We have on the books tonight, the adoption of the July and August warrant register and the adoption of the July and August financial statements. With that, council, we can just vote on them both with one consent.
Before you do, I did have some concerns on some financial stuff, but rather than just hit you with them, I'm going to put it together and send it in to you. And then in the next meeting, I'll bring that forward so that, everyone has a chance to, put their stuff together. Because it's not fair to just hit you with something like that, okay? So, no. No, I've got a fun report I put together on what we spent over our budget and like if we're 100% over or something like that. And I'd like to know why we have some of those variances. But it's only fair to give you time to research it and research that with your department heads, okay? So,
Was it because we were over what we should be for
Yeah.
the year, or that we're already over the annual?
already over since
Okay.
July, so,
Yeah.
and fair enough, so.
When I looked into it last, it was mostly pre-stocking a shelf or whatever, but
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
could be some simple answers,
Yeah.
but it's
But it
only
may
fair
not
that
be-
people have time to prepare for those kind of questions. But,
So does that mean we don't pass?
no, I make a motion, we adopt the consent agenda.
Motion by
I second.
Brett, seconded by Blair. Let's see, Blair?
Oh, that's just an all in favor. Right?
What's an all in favor? Yeah, it is. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Calendar items, previous assignments, review the calendar. We have coming up Trick or Treat on Main on the October 24th. We're excited about that. Let's see, Farmers Market, the last Farmers Market will be held on the, let's see,
Mayor, on that trick or treat, I remember a question coming up about potentially shutting down Main Street.
Yeah,
Did that
yeah,
get
I
discussed?
don't know that we can. I don't know that that's even in the works. I know I don't think that's possible.
We got a lot of the police force there trying to keep them at the intersection where they should be crossing. But shutting down Main, the DOT thing, they don't even want us to do it for the parade, let alone
right?
trick or treat.
Okay.
It's a whole different ballgame when you hit Main Street with DOT.
Okay.
And then anyone that crosses Main Street has to sign a waiver during the parade, and so that's how strict they are.
It's,
All right. So the farmer's market, we have coming up on the second, and I think the next one will be the second Friday in October. That one we will, I think the one, it seems like it's
This Saturday, you have your.
It's this Saturday. What's? Yeah. Well, okay, so the giant pumpkin contest, that's what I was trying to get at, is going to be on the first October farmer's market. And that'll be a lot of fun where we have, the kids will come in and we'll weigh their pumpkins and it'll be a good time.
So that's this Saturday, Mayor. That's the 11th.
It is.
Yeah, yeah. Time flies, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, the Get Out on the second Saturday, so that will be, I think it's all together this time, the Get Out and the Farmers Market.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, with that, let's see here. Are there any other unfinished business items that we need to address, council? Hearing none, we'll move on to the reports. City administration, Lindsay, anything?
Nothing other than you've seen our disaster area back here.
Yeah.
Getting quotes on fixing the roof. The insurance adjuster came today. They will likely pay to fix the inside damage, but he said it's likely the roof won't be covered. So that
And
would
it'll be
something.
the entire roof that needs to be
I
replaced?
think so, 'cause we've got leaks coming in over here.
Rusty's got a bed. Did he talk to you today?
We've got
Yeah.
a couple bids.
He's got a couple of beds that was,
$8,000.
Rusty's was half that, 25-year guarantee.
Full roof, which I think
We need to do
I think you start messing
either that or
with it in one area, you're gonna have Just gonna chase it. It's like them whole membranes they
Yeah.
Yeah.
put in and.
Well, we still have like the pea gravel on
Yeah.
this part over
Yeah.
here, so they would remove that and put the membrane on, and so.
Just one thought,
Yes.
in case I don't remember. Remember, Lynn's gonna be putting up Christmas. If we're gonna get that done before
When does he start doing that?
the end of October, couple of
I
weeks.
don't know how long it takes to put a whole new roof on.
Me neither. Don't know if it'll be before, if they can even get it before Christmas or after. But there's a thought there that there's a lot of stuff on the roof. I don't know if they
You want it
could.
before snow
Yeah.
falls.
What's up there? Is that the storage
Yeah,
place?
because every time it rains, more.
Oh, on the roof, the Christmas light show.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'll have to-
If you can get them here, it doesn't take them more than a week, but that's if you can get them here.
The guy contacted Rusty again, that gave him a bid, he seems pretty anxious, so.
He does.
That's one to go with, maybe they'll be quick.
They better hurry, because Lynn will,
I shut it off so you don't hear me typing.
Right. DRC, anything there, Jeff? Any reports on the DRC? Okay. Department head reports, and so what we're going to do, a little different this time, is we'll just invite you up if you've got something that, I don't know that I even see any,
no, none of them's
none of
here.
them are even here, so we'll skip that. Council
Been
report.
nice getting their reports though in
Yeah,
email.
yeah, that's good.
Stuff like
Let's
that.
see, Wes, why don't we start over here with you with the council reports?
I guess the only thing I can say is that I can see the city healing, you know. It hadn't been that long ago that we've had that tragedy. I did talk to Chief Cordova, and Zach's gonna be putting out something on the email or social media and all that says, please go down and take down all the blue ribbons. I asked if that was appropriate, and Chief Cordova said, yeah, it is. It's probably time to get them down, so. You know, I've had a few people say that they'd just like to grab a garbage bag and go, but I said, let me talk. They did. So, in the next little while, you know, especially when it snows, if you see some, maybe just stop and grab them. But, I'm glad to see the kids back. That just makes my day, the smile on their faces, and so, it was a great conference, learned a lot down there, so. Just want to tell everybody thanks. You know, we still got some issues going on in the city that we've got to get fixed, but we're getting there. That's all I have.
Thanks, Wes. Brett?
If I can just take a minute and report on the conference. I'd just like to take a few minutes and just report some of the tidbits I got from that. One session I went to was on building civic education programs, and it was phenomenal. Provo, Spanish Fork, and Park City had these in-house programs where the city staff and the mayor and the city council put on 6-week education programs or whatnot, invited people from the public to come in. They called it Civics 101, and they taught everyone about how government works, and they got all the department heads. Anyway, I thought that was a really neat idea, something I think we ought to consider in the future to get people more involved. And another one I went to was on, believe it or not, innovative strategies on housing affordability and land use. And that was really good. There were 3 actually smaller cities, Heber City, Ephraim, and Mill Creek, on some of the things that they did to come up with some fun strategies on affordable housing. Did one on impact fees, cyber threats, which was interesting, and then one for Bo, artificial intelligence, and how we can use that in our city. And one of the important things, Lindsay, they mentioned there is we really ought to have a artificial intelligence policy. And so that's something that I think we need to start looking into in the future. But all in all, I thought it was a great conference, and I learned a lot, and it was enjoyable. And the only other thing I have was a citizen brought this up to me, and I thought it was a great idea. You know, over there on the east side on Main Street as you go over the bridge, and we have that piece of property that's a park we don't do much with. Maybe we ought to consider turning that into a memorial park for our fallen officers. You know, we're not doing a lot with that park, and, you know, we could, you know, I think it's something we ought to maybe consider a little.
I don't think there's no parking down there though, Brett.
No,
There's
there's-
zero parking. You can't park on, that parking would be the big issue.
Yeah, unless you drive down in and park somewhere, you know. But anyway, just a point. Someone brought that up, and I thought it was worth mentioning, so thank you.
I mean, at the conference, same thing, went to some of the same meetings, but for everybody, whatever we think we got going, between what you guys are complaining about, whatever, every city in the state's got the same thing going. So we're all in the same boat trying to balance everything, so it's kind of good to see, you know, talk to people and see how they tried to fix things, but to know that we're not just unique to all that, it's kind of, at least helps a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
No, yeah, it was a really good conference. I learned a lot. I think the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know. And so that's been healthy to just learn some of the, you know, some of the technicalities of running the city. And yeah, I think we are starting to really create some good dialogue. I've appreciated the feedback that we're getting. I love that you're here to talk about Main Street. We want that feedback. The intent of Main Street development is to, you know, create a beautiful city that actually increases traffic to the stores. So that's the intent. So if we're doing anything that's going to impede that, we want to know about it. And let's fix those things that are going against the grain of that. So the goal is to double your traffic, not slow it down in any way. And I think we're, you know, some of the game plans that we do have, that's going to happen. We're going to increase traffic. I heard on Facebook the other day somebody saying how we need to go shop more down our Main Street. And I had somebody, you know, mention that a shop local initiative and the opportunity that we could have to do more shop local things around here. And I've had some ideas and some feedback. We can thank Cassandra Merrill. She's been doing a lot to help with that. And so, but we do have a lot of good businesses coming, and we want to strengthen downtown. So that is underway. We're excited to do that. And I don't know, I think for this, right now, that's it. Other than we are making great progress with some businesses that are looking here. They had a meeting this week, and it went really well, so.
I just want to say that, you know, my family recently experienced a horrendous tragedy. And the outpouring of support that I've received from all of you men, but also more importantly from the community itself, has just been unbelievable. You know, we've inherited 5 more children indefinitely, and it's amazing. These kids are beautiful, and they have so much love to give and so much love that they need. But I've just been so impressed with just our community. It just makes me love it all the more. And I witnessed this with our situation with our police officers, and I was in awe then, but to actually be the one on the receiving end it's powerful. So I just want to basically say how proud I am of our community. I really am. Proud to be a member of it.
Thank you, everybody. Your comments are heartfelt and very helpful. Brandon, our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. It's a difficult time, and I think about you a lot. The only thing I have I can't add much to what has already been said. The conference was great. We learned a lot. It seemed like it went by really, really fast, but I think we all came away better as a result of the conference. So I'm really grateful for that. I just wanted to report that we're finally making some headway on Rocket Road. And so if you go down there, you notice that there's lots and lots of telephone poles. And so what they're doing is they're widening the road, moving the power over to the south a little bit, and making it possible that we can come in and widen that road, widen the bridge, put in a sidewalk that'll help those kids get across the canal and not have to walk out into the road to get from one side of the canal to the other side. So we're really excited about that.
So just one question, Mayor, they gonna get that done this winter before they put water back in?
The bridge,
The bridge and the sidewalk on the
they'll have
north
to,
end?
yeah, they can't do anything until the water's out of the canal, but
We've got bids to go, and ask Carl, I guess.
that's Carl, yeah. I just know that they're finally getting those telephone poles moved over to
I
the
think
south.
that was all approved in last year's budget,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. Midland Square will be ready for
Halloween?
the 24th. That's what they tell me. I don't know if it'll be all the way complete, but it'll be usable
Down,
on
and
the
kids can
24th.
run in the mud, that's good.
Anyway, that's all I have. We want to thank all of you for coming out this evening and spending the evening with us. Hopefully you got some of your questions answered, and if you don't have your questions answered, come up and we'll get them answered for you. So with that, council, we have,
Make a motion, we adjourn.
You did it in record time.
we,
Good job.
I will second.
nobody's complaining.
The hockey game.
I second
We
it.
needed a short meeting for once. Thanks, everybody. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
He's adjourned.
Any opposed? Hell with you.